Yeah, just stay connected and grounded to the self. I've used this time as a bit of self-reflection, been doing lots of journaling, and yeah, my grandmother actually passed away yesterday as well, so I'm doing this one in honor of her. Cool. So come, and we're going to start laying down. So take a lay down on your mat. And just going to lay down and relax your body, connecting to the earth. Cool. And noticing how your body is feeling this afternoon or this evening if you're in Australia. Feeling the weight of your body relaxing and melting into the ground. Bring awareness into your breath. Inhaling softly through the nose. Noticing the cold air entering your nostrils. And as you exhale, the warm air coming out. Inhaling through the nostrils. And exhaling through the mouth. Now bringing awareness into your belly and your rib cage. As we're breathing in, belly fills up and expands like a balloon. And as we exhale, the belly deflates back towards our spine. Inhaling, filling up the belly. And exhaling, releasing the air. Belly comes towards the spine. Now we're going to do a two-part breath. So the first part will be inhaling through the belly, and then we're going to fill up the rib cage second. As we exhale, we're going to release through the rib cage, and then the belly second. This is a two-part yogi breath. So everyone exhaling the air together. Now inhaling in through the belly, filling up all the belly so I can fill up all the rib cage. Pause at the top and exhaling through the rib cage first, and then exhaling through the belly. Two more like that. Inhaling through the belly, expanding the rib cage. A moment at the top, releasing through the rib cage, and exhaling through the belly. Last one, inhaling through the belly, filling up the rib cage, exhaling through the rib cage, and releasing through the belly. Okay. Now bringing awareness back into your fingers and your tippy toes, and bringing our feet, just bending our knees slightly. So our feet are, you should be able to touch the back of your feet with your tippy fingers. So just a tiny bit away from your bottom. Yeah? Okay. And we're going to inhale, we're going to slowly lift up our hips, rolling each vertebrae off the mat like a little sticker. And as we exhale, rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae, back down onto the mat. Inhaling, rolling up, vertebrae by vertebrae. And exhaling, releasing the spine slowly down, back onto the mat. Cool, and resting there. Now inhale, we're going to bring our hands above our head, reaching up above. Nice big stretch. And on the exhale, we release the hands back, down to our side, synchronizing the breath with the movement. Making a nice slow movement with our hands, inhaling up above our head. And as we exhale, releasing the hands slowly, slowly, slowly back down. And stopping there. Now we're going to put both movements together, hips and the hands. So the hands will move slightly faster than the hips, but the main thing is you're trying to make it last the same length as your breath. So as we inhale, hips come up, arms come up above our head. And as we exhale, releasing our hips and our hands slowly back down to the floor. Or sacrum and tailbone coming last. Inhaling, hands and hips. Reaching up. And exhaling. And doing 2 more in your own time. You can go faster or slower as long as you're connecting the breath with the movement. And when you're finished, just taking a moment to feel grounded to the earth, feeling your straight spine along the yoga mat, your hands pressing into the ground, feet pressing into the earth. And just take a moment to bring awareness back into your breath, remembering the belly breath, relaxing your face and your body. Bringing our knees now up, so you're at a 45-degree angle with your feet and your legs, that's it, cool. And we're just going to inhale and stretch out our leg like this. And then as we exhale, we come back in. Inhaling, same leg, stretching out. And on the exhale, coming back in. Again, nice slow movements, noticing how your hips and your legs are feeling. Flexed foot. Okay, this time we're going out. We're just going to bring our foot outwards to the side of our body. Cool. And then across the other side, just having to play around with your hips. Might feel a few pops. Got a bit of freedom in your movement now to just have a play around. Doing some hip circles, nice slow movements. Okay, and then coming back to a tuck. And we'll do the opposite leg. So as we inhale, we're pushing our foot to the back of the room. Cool. And as we exhale, we're coming back, nice and slow movements. Inhale. And then we can start to do a bit of freedom, moving the foot to the side, outwards, and then back in and across to the other corner of the mat. On the back, and then bending the knees slightly. You can do some hip rotations or any movement that feels good in your hips. And then coming back to the center. So, and then we're going to do a little twist. So as we exhale, we're going to drop our hips to one side, and you'll look over the back shoulder. And as we inhale, we're coming back up, engaging your core muscles to do this and pressing through the earth with your hands. And coming back to center. Inhaling And then on the exhaling, dropping the knees to the side. And on the inhaling, engaging the core muscles and coming back up. So do another one on each side. And the exhaling going down. On the inhaling coming up. On the exhale go down. And on the inhaling coming up. Then we're just going to hug ourselves when we're done into a little ball, yeah, massaging the spine side to side, and then we're going to start rocking and rolling forward up to a seated position. Cool. Yeah. Oh, and then just taking a moment to settle here. Nice long spine. Relaxing the eyes, relaxing the face, relaxing the shoulders and the neck. Okay. Inhaling again through the nose and out through the nose. Inhaling through the nose and out through the nose. Okay, we're going to do some breath work. So again, remembering to breathe in through the belly and the rib cage. We're going to hold each one for a beat. So we're going to inhale for 4. We're going to hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. So if we all breathe in together and breathe out all of our air together. Now inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 3, 2, 1, and exhale. 3, 2, 1, and hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 3, 2, 1, and hold. 3, 2, 1, and exhale. 3, 2, 1, and hold. 3, 2, 1, and keep going. And hold. And exhale. And hold. Slowly slow down. Inhale. And hold. And exhale. And hold. One last time. We'll do 6. Inhale. And hold. And exhale. So you can experiment with this breath at home by increasing the number of counts or by slowing down the beat and the way that you count it. The further that we slow it down, the more that we bring our body from the sympathetic or the fight or flight nervous system into the parasympathetic nervous system. So it's a really good way to practice breathing before going to bed, or if you're feeling nervous or anxious about everything that's happening in the media. Just doing a few breaths like this will immediately center you. Okay, so coming forward now into a tabletop position in this, yeah. Cool, nice and slowly. Hips under the knees and hands directly under the shoulders, pushing through the hands, feeling grounded against the earth. Yeah. And we're going to drop our belly, inhaling, looking forward. And as we exhale, we're going to drop our bottom back towards our heels, child's pose. Inhaling, rolling the spine, arching the back as much as possible, pushing through the thoracic spine, dropping the belly, inhale. And exhaling, pushing through the spine, dropping our hips back towards our ankles. Inhaling, rolling forward, dropping the belly, opening the mouth, and exhaling as we come back down. Rolling our body forward on the inhale, and then back to tabletop. Now we're going to do the same thing, but if you drop your leg or your knee just a tiny bit back on your front leg, so instead of being like this, it's just going to be a tiny bit back, and we're going to do the same thing. So inhaling, dropping the belly, and exhaling, coming back. And noticing where your hips go. Do they go back evenly, or do they tend to go to one side? So inhaling, dropping the belly, looking forward, and exhaling, coming back. And last one in your own time, synchronizing the breath with the movement. Slow, mindful movements. Returning to tabletop when you're finished. Cool. Okay, so now we're going to push it out to the back of the room. Now pushing against the door, back, yeah, straight. So we want to try and make it a straight line of our body, so we're not bringing it up or down. It's just a long extension of our body. Flexed foot, pushing nice and strong. And pushing through our hands, and we're just going to play around with our foot here, bringing it out. Cool. And then back around to the opposite corner, and maybe you look over your opposite shoulder and see if you can see your toes. Cool. And then the same thing. Remembering the breath. Slow mindful movement, seeing how our body is feeling. And on this one, as we go forward, we're going to bring our foot to the outside of our front foot. We call this lizard pose. So we're going to come onto our fingers like this. I don't know if you can see them in the camera, but come onto our fingers, so we're up, tiny bit propped up, opening up the chest and leaning forward into our hip crease. Inhaling, and on the exhale we're going to move our bottom back towards our ankles into a runner's lunge. Yeah. So you feel a nice stretch underneath your hamstrings. Cool. Flexed foot here, and breathe. Cool. We'll do this a few times with more movement. So inhaling, coming forward, and on the exhale coming back into runner's lunge. Inhaling, coming forward, opening up the chest, and exhaling back towards our bottom. Cool. Then coming forward, yeah, and bringing our foot back around, being really mindful of how we place it down. And now we'll do the opposite side. So I'll turn around so you can see me. Okay. Now bringing, so same thing with tabletop, but we're going to bring our knee just slightly backwards. Yeah. So you should be on the opposite leg now, dropping the belly, inhaling, cat cow, and then on the exhale coming down towards the bottom. Notice how your hips go. On this side, does it feel different to your other side? Inhaling. And then exhale. Everyone okay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think Amy might join.
Oh, okay. Oh, Amy joined. Cool. Hi, Amy. Inhaling, dropping the belly.
Hello.
Hello. and then returning to tabletop. Yeah, pushing that foot to the back of the room. Yeah, really strong through the arms, pushing through the shoulder blades. Yeah, long line here. Okay, then bringing our foot around. Oh, and then to the back of the room, to the opposite side of the yoga mat. Maybe you can turn around and look at your toes. Cool. 2 more of those. For this one, we're going to bring our foot onto the outside of our front hands, lifting up onto the fingers into lizard. Yeah, opening up the chest, bending into the hip, and bottom foot tucks under, pressing into the earth. Inhaling, opening the chest, and on the exhale, sending the hips back towards our heels. Still might have a bend in your front leg, and that's okay. Just breathe into it. On your next inhaling, coming forward into lizard, and on the exhale, coming back into runner's lunge. Inhaling, coming forward, and exhaling back to lizard. Cool. Then when we come forward, we're going to place our hands down, strong into the earth. Yeah, lift our back foot up and out, and slowly placing it back down into tabletop. Okay, and then we're going to go into our first downward facing dog here. So lifting up, bottom to the sky. So cool, pedaling out the down dog, pushing strong through the hands and the arms. So as you bend one knee, you can straighten the other, bending and straightening, just whatever feels good. Maybe you just want to stay still. Maybe you want to wag your tail. Whatever feels good. Okay, and then rolling your body forward into plank position. Yeah, nice strong through the arms. Heels go back towards back room. Yeah, and dropping our knees. We're going to squeeze our arms to the side of our body and lower our body all the way down. And just have a little rest here. Close your eyes and breathe. Feel your belly expanding, pressing against the yoga mat. Cool. Okay, bringing your hands wide. So we're going to do a wide cobra here. Again, on our fingertips. Inhaling, bringing our chest up. And on the exhaling, rolling back down. And doing 2 more like that. Inhaling, coming up. Maybe you go a bit higher this time. And exhaling, rolling the body back down. Inhaling. And exhale. Okay, placing the hands back down just under your shoulder blades and pressing your body back through child's pose to downward facing dog. And walking your feet up to the top of the mat. Cool. And just hang here for a moment. Releasing the back of the hamstrings. So maybe sway, maybe you want to stay still. So, inhaling, lifting up to a halfway back. That's it. Coming to a halfway back, that's it. And then exhaling, coming back down. Inhaling to a halfway back. And exhaling, coming down. One more time, inhaling to a halfway back. And exhaling, coming back down. And rolling your body now, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up to Tadasana, standing mountain pose. Rolling the shoulders and the neck backwards. Cool. And feeling the strong pose, feeling the earth underneath your feet, strong hands. Cool. Zipping up like you've got some jeans on, zip up the middle, engaging the core. Okay. Inhaling, stretching arms wide, reach up to the sky, say hello sun, and then exhaling, folding the body forward, touching the earth, hello earth, inhaling, lifting halfway, and exhaling, placing our hands either side of our feet, stepping back foot down, yeah, so we're in a lunge, dropping the back knee, yeah, opening the chest up to a crescent lunge. Yeah, we're just going to bring our hands behind our back. Yeah, opening up the chest. So, cool, strong foundation here. Option to come up if you'd like. And then exhaling, dropping the knee if you went up, and then bring your hands back down. And downward facing dog. Cool, and then rolling your body forward back into a plank position, dropping the knees, squeezing the elbows towards the side of our body, lowering our body straight down. Yeah. So inhaling, coming up, baby cobra, and exhaling, body comes back down, hips send backwards towards down facing dog. Inhaling, left leg comes forward, or the opposite leg than what you just did. Yeah. Oops, I did the wrong leg. Dropping the back knee, arms come wide and they come behind. Try and do the opposite fingers with your hands. So whatever doesn't feel natural, do the opposite one. Yep. Opening up the shoulders and the chest. Lifting up the back knee if you'd like to. Oh. Dropping the back knee. Hands either side of your front foot and stepping forward. Inhaling, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, arms come wide, reaching up to the sky. And exhale, hands come back through the heart. Inhaling, reaching up to the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. And exhale, placing our hands either side of our body, stepping the right foot back, dropping our knee. Inhaling, opening up the chest. Exhaling, placing our hands back down and stepping back to downward facing dog. And exhale. Inhaling, rolling the body forward, dropping the knees or lowering as a plank all the way down. Chaturanga, whatever's in your practice. Inhaling, opening up the chest. And exhaling, back to downward facing dog. Inhaling for a breath here. And exhale. Inhale, stepping the right foot forward, dropping the back knee, opening up the chest. And exhaling, coming back down. Stepping the back foot forward and forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, reach your hands wide, up to the roof. And exhale, hands come back through center. And just take a moment here to notice your body and your breath, how your body feels. I'm going to do that again in a bit more of a flow. So inhale, reaching our hands wide, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, placing our hands either side our hands, taking the right foot back, dropping the back knee, inhaling, hands come up, crescent lunge, and exhale, placing the hands back down, stepping back, downward facing dog. Stay here for a breath, inhale, and exhale. Inhaling, rolling the body forward into plank position, and on the exhale, dropping the body, hugging the elbows to the side of our body, lowering the body all the way down to the ground. Inhaling, baby cobra. And exhaling, hands back down, sending our hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, and exhale. Inhaling, placing the right foot forward, dropping the back knee. Inhale, arms come up to the sky, reach up, and exhaling, hands come to our feet, and we step back forward. Inhaling, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching our hands wide, reaching up to the sky, and exhale, hands come back to center. Okay, and then we're just going to bring our feet to the outside of the mat, so a bit further apart. Cool. And we're going to just slowly drop our bottom down to the ground into Malasana. Cool. So frog pose or monkey pose. Just sitting here, taking the weight from each foot, rocking side to side. If you fall backward, that's okay. You also may need to keep your feet just a bit wider as well. If your heels aren't touching the ground, that's okay, but the further away your feet are, the easier it is to get your feet flat and the more stable that you'll be. Yeah. Okay, and then placing our left hand down on the ground, press into the earth, opening up the right arm to the roof, cool, looking up to the top if it's comfortable for your neck. And then exhaling, coming back down. And we do the same thing with the opposite hand. Placing down the right hand, lifting up the left hand up to the sky. Opening up the chest. And exhaling, slowly bring it down, being mindful with every movement. And then back here. Cool. That's it. And inhaling, bringing both hands up, above our head. And then resting down, and we can fall back. Top up. Okay, now bringing our legs out in front of you. Yeah, cool. Get the fleshy bits off your bottom out. Just pull them out. That's it. Cool. And straighten our back, our feet, as though we're pressing against the wall. Yeah, nice straight spine. This Dandasana, this is a good pose to do while you're watching TV or something, to still work your body. So really engaging the core muscles here. Looks like an easy pose, but it's actually quite tricky. Cool. And then placing our hands behind us. Yeah. And you can either stay like this if you want, or you can press your hips up to the earth and dropping the head back. And just holding here. Remembering to breathe, remembering to smile, and relax the face. And then releasing the body down slowly. So, making our body long, bending one of the knees, yeah, and placing it over the opposite leg. Yeah. I'm just going to do a little seated twist. So inhaling, making your body long, and exhale, twisting the body, looking over the back shoulder. Every inhale, we make our body long, and every exhale, we twist our body. So you're twisting towards the leg that is bent. And you can even use your hand on the other side of the leg to just press in a bit more. Cool. Okay. And then coming back, we're going to bend the straight leg. We're just going to do figure 4. This. Yeah. And first of all, you just keep your foot a bit further away from your bottom. Yeah. And as you breathe into it, you might be able to bring it closer towards the bottom for a deeper stretch. And you can bring your hands closer behind your bottom, just walking them up to find the stretch that feels good for you. Yeah? Whatever feels right in your body today, so not forcing the stretch. So we've got this bent leg, yeah, and then the other leg knee is pressing up against it. Yeah, that's it. So you should feel a nice stretch along your glutes here. That's it. It's just important not to force this one. Breathe into the stretch, pressing chest forward. Okay, and then releasing that, yeah. Releasing both legs, give them a bit of shake. So, inhaling, making your body long. Bend your knees slightly. For this, we're just going to walk our body forward into a little forward fold. Don't need to be able to touch your feet. Bending the knees slightly. And the aim is that we're trying to bring our chest towards our feet. We're not trying to collapse into the pose. Yeah. So it's still remaining mindful and engaged, but also relaxed at the same time. Remembering to breathe. And as we're exhaling each time, imagining the muscles softening, and you might be able to breathe deeper into the pose. Carefully placing our hands back down and pushing our body back up, slowly, slowly. And then the opposite leg, whatever leg you didn't do before, is going to come across your body. Yeah. So, and then you're going to twist your body to the opposite. So your bent leg and your body is going to twist the opposite way. Yeah. Inhaling, making your body long. And as we exhale, we twist. Option to use your elbow in your hand to do a bit more of a stretch if you bring it over your knee. Okay, and then coming back. And we're just going to bend our straight leg, yeah, and move our bottom closer towards our heel. Yeah. So making a figure 4 with our legs again, and our hands are behind our body, chest is opening forward. Yeah. Then you can choose to bring your bottom closer to your foot, wherever it feels good. Listen to your body. Hands can go closer towards your bottom as well. And remembering to breathe. You okay, Katie?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry, my phone died. I'm just joining again.
Oh, okay. That's all right. You look confused. I was like, oh.
Trying to see how to mute myself here.
That's okay. So. Okay, and then relaxing down. Oh, and then we're going to roll our body slowly, slowly, slowly back down. Keeping our knees bent. And we're going to prepare for bridge pose. So hands all good? Okay, hands on the side of your body, pressing into the feet, and like we did in the warm-up, bringing your hips up to the sky, but this time we're going to stay up and really engaging the inner thighs, working the inner thighs, lifting the hips as high as possible. You can also clasp your hands behind your back and just like slowly inch your shoulders underneath your body. Cool. If you'd like a bit more. Cool. And breathing and holding. Strong feet and foundation. Relaxing your face. Or remembering the inner thighs. Imagine you're squeezing a yoga block in between your knees. And then relaxing, rolling your spine down. And releasing your spine to a flat back. Just taking a moment to inhale. Filling up the belly. And exhale. And we'll try one more time. On the inhaling, lifting up your hips. Pressing through your feet. Strong foundation in the earth. Hands can come behind your back. Clasping them underneath your body, lifting up the hips. Remember to breathe. Lifting up the hips a tiny bit more. And exhaling, rolling the body down. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Cool. Then just bring our body in to a little tuck. Massaging the sacrum. Cool, and then extending one of your legs. Yeah. And we're going to do a little spinal twist here as well. So this twist, we're going to twist on our body, looking over the back shoulder. You might want to lengthen this leg, whatever feels good for you. Remembering your breath. And thanking yourself for giving yourself this time in the middle of the day. Or for Aussie friends in the evening. Just an hour for you. Oh, and then on the exhale, coming back up. Oh, and coming back to a little tuck. And then swapping the legs over, extending slowly the opposite leg. Knee comes across the body. Opposite hand is wide, looking over the shoulder. On the inhale, coming back up. Cool. And lengthening out your legs. End of the mat to Shavasana. Palms facing up to the sky. And we'll do a little body scan. So starting with your toes, scrunching up your toes, squeeze, 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 and then relaxing. Yeah, squeezing your feet and relax your calves and relax your hamstrings and relax bottom. Squeeze, 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 and relax. Front of the legs and relax. Bring your awareness to your belly, squeezing and letting go of all tension. Bring to your center, just under your rib cage, solar plexus, and release. Bring awareness to your rib cage. And release. Left palm. Release. Left arm. Release. Left shoulder blade. And release. Right palm. Release. Right arm. Right shoulder blade. Your neck. Your occipital lobes, where your spine meets the skull. And release. Eyebrows. Your eyelids. Space in between your eyebrows, the third eye. Your lips. And imagining the space in between your jaw. Relaxing, letting go of all tension. Mouth softly open. And releasing to Shavasana. awareness back into your breath, filling up the belly. And exhaling, noticing the belly deflate. Moving your fingers and your toes slowly. Maybe you're moving your hips from side to side. And stretching your hands above your head. Nice long body stretch. Maybe yawn. Stretch, stretch. Cool. And then, in your own time, keeping your eyes closed, moving slowly and peacefully, trying to maintain that sense of calm into the fetal position, making a little pillow with your hands. And taking a moment just to rest here, feel nurtured and held against the ground. Using your hands to slowly press away from the earth. And coming into a seated position. Taking your time, not moving too fast. Keeping your eyes soft. And noticing if your body feels any different from when you began the practice. Is your breath slower? And bring your hands up, reaching up. And then bring your hands in through center. Opening up your hands into a little lotus flower. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. That's it, a little lotus flower. Cool. Yeah. And just imagining or thinking about 3 things that you're grateful for, either today or this week that's happened. It's important at this time, globally, what we're facing, that we're practicing appreciation and gratitude. Cool. And taking that with you into the rest of the day. Thank you, friends. Namaste.
Yeah.
How's everyone?
Good.
Take your time. Don't need to talk straight away.
Steffi.
How are you?
That was great.
Yeah?
Thanks, Steffi.
That's okay.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Really.
Have a lovely day, Steffi.